sorry, go on.
Wait, hang on. What do you mean?
Someone's on without proximity up there.
So
Go
what?
on,
No
go on.
damage. I find relatively interesting. Oh no, wait, Ryan. So nothing racist, right?
Okay. Move to that.
I just had to give a warning there for you to say nothing. Daz or Daz Black or what? I can't remember his name now, but Daz.
Daz.
Long story short, one of the things he said, I thought to myself, he said, does porn need to have some kind of age verification or something like that? Because if you think about it, you can just literally type in any porn site you want, click on it, boom, it's like right in front of you.
Yeah.
And he's looking at your parents, right then you got to be looking at the parents. But second of all, I was like, yeah, he's got a point. No, it is just just there. Like even having an account-based thing where you've got to make an account, make it more difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, but what's your opinion on it? Because, like, let's be honest, I right now I can go on my phone, access 100 different websites just like that.
Yeah. I think that was quite trauma. Yeah, I do think there should be age verification. I mean, they do say 18, don't they?
Yeah, but like, you just have to click OK, and most sites don't even have that.
I think you need to prove some form of ID or something if you want to. And I think people would feel a bit guilty leaving their ID on them type of sites and all their information on there.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I feel guilty when I sign up with my email address. I feel like you know, I think it's Chatbait, you know, the camming site.
Yeah.
I feel guilty when I've got to put my email in that. I don't like it.
I've got to tell you, you know, like first year of college.
Yeah.
Remember, you won't know the lad, but basically I had Dan's email on my phone because I had to send Dan some work over on the email from Hinkley Academy, and he got signed up to a porn website, and the verification email got sent to his email.
Bloody hell! But I mean,
and a day later we went to sign back in, and it said he verified it. So. No, I'm
mad.
Joking. No, I'm joking.
Mad.
Oh, there's a guy up there. Hang on, there's a guy up there.
But like, I'm guessing you're on one of those cam sites, are you? Not as a camera, I hope. But he's shot. Saw that.
I'm gonna cluster strike that.
I'm guessing you've been on some of them cam sites, have you, Ryan? Having a look around.
Oh, well, I think most people probably are.
Do you feel guilty signing up with your email?
How has that not killed them? No.
You don't feel guilty?
No.
Mate, clusters of shit, that's why. Let's just move on. I mean, it's not guilty such, but it's that thing where you're just like, oh dear, my email address is going to be... But I mean, like, I still...
guilt for you as well.
I mean, no, because let's be honest, it's a normal cam site, but like some of the websites, like, holy shit, I would not want my email near this one.
Oh, it's yeah.
I think wasn't there a thing a while ago, now correct me if I'm wrong, but it was rumoured where you'd have to like go down and get like a porn licence or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they scrapped that in the end, didn't they?
I think they did do that.
Can imagine walking down to your post office, you know, Sarah 27, Sarah 65, standing behind the counter, looking like the slug woman from Monsters Inc. Just looking like the slug from Monsters Inc. going, Mike Wazowski. And just like looking at you going, what would you like, you? Just a porn license, please. Oh, you don't need one of them if you come home with me. It's just like, oh no.
Just slowly shifted my eyes towards the gift card.
Slowly sliding across the counter like, just one of these, please. Or you can get the 12-month one if you want for only £5 more. Okay, I'll take the 5-month one, please. Thank you.
I signed up to it last week and it's brilliant.
That's it, man. I just couldn't bring myself like, nah. But I mean, I think they definitely do need some like verification stuff on it though, because it can get mad.
Yeah, it shouldn't be able to. It shouldn't be able to access for everyone, should it?
No. Also, have you noticed now? You know how like most. I just got shot through. Was that like where was that shot? Okay, yeah, that guy shooting me from miles away.
I've got a position.
I say we start moving, by the way, because we're going to get done here. Like, if you wait until the gas is on us, then they're going to know exactly where we are.
Not move around. I think you booked it. Oh, you've picked it.
Yeah.
Do you want to move forward? Yeah, I've got to move anyway, haven't we?
Not sure why I came this way.
No.
But yeah, okay, is it got me? Yep. Yep. Okie dokie then.
He's pushed us all the way.
I don't think that's him. I think that's a different guy.
That's a different guy.
Yeah. How's the gulag open? Fucking hell. Yeah, it can be a little bit suspicious.
Where's the audio there?
I mean, mate, it's COD. You expect audio, do you? Jesus Christ.
Where are these people coming from is what I want. So why is it the minute we jump up there's always someone there?
It's literally because, right, and people sit in a single spot waiting for people just to fucking move.
Yeah.
That's all people do, is just sit and wait.
That's it.
Captured that there. Because that was the most lag I've ever had. I'm actually gonna have to go and I'm gonna have to rewind that, because if it's captured that right, that is the most lag I've ever had in a single game.
What? I want to see this.
I want to see, because if this did, that is the laggiest thing I've ever had in my life. Yeah. Right, hang on, let me rewind about, what's it, 20 seconds or 20 seconds? Do it. Yeah, go onto your phone now, right, or if you can, and have a look at my stream. Because this lag was crazy.
Let's have a look.
Well, my game just kind of glitched out on my stream anyway, and yeah, I don't want to see this because I'm running there, completely glitched.
Do you want to look at your gulag?
Yeah. Look at my gulag.
Let's have a look. Oh my god. You shifted forward and back.
Yeah, and look, he was just behind me.
Yeah.
Like that is
forward and back.
Yeah. So I mean, that was. Then after the flash run, I kind of like my character. Yeah. Ooh. But I mean, yeah, like, so we agree then that porn should have some kind of verification system because it is a bit mad.
I agree. Yeah. It shouldn't be able to access for everyone, should it?
No, definitely not. Any subject you'd like to discuss? Because it's obviously a sensible stream, except the bit where we said Margaret. Apart from the Margaret.
Friendly. Apart from the conversation we just had.
Exactly.
There's not really any topics that I've been weighing on my mind for a while.
I've actually got one actually as well. I've got another one I should say actually, right? And it's a bit of a weirder one, right? A bit on the how should I say it? Borderline. I mean, you know how it's the late night chat with the boys.
Oh yeah.
This is one of those kind of things.
Okay.
Now I've got some subjects for you. I'll list some things off, right? And you tell me yay or nay. All I want, yay or nay from you. I got this off a website that says, and I'll read this word for word for you, Ryan. 75% of men.
Say that again. Sorry, get broke up and say that again.
75% of men do at least one of these things.
Okay, and you want me to go yay if I've done it and nay if I've not?
Maybe you haven't done it, but whether or not you think, okay, I could accept it's not too weird.
Okay.
Right, so, 75% of men are one of these two things. Wearing some kind of women's clothing.
Yay.
Hey.
I'm joking. No,
joking. No. Yeah, I mean, no, you know what?
No, not for me. No,
it's not for me, but you know what? I could accept it.
Something like that.
Oh, body products.
Deodorant?
Yeah, I wear women's deodorant because it smells nicer. And it's better for me, yeah. I prefer women's deodorant, that's just. But.
You said clothing though, didn't you?
Yeah, I swear. When they say clothing, Ryan, they mean. A lot of men apparently either wear a dress or a skirt.
Oh, nay.
Like a full-on skirt, like from waist to ankles.
Definitely nay.
I mean, yeah, it's not for me. If you do it, I mean.
Oh, yeah, that's all.
Right.
Yeah.
Now this one here is genuinely. I was just like, oh, okay then. Again, another 700 one of these things. Apparently, have a wank, and then as soon as you're finished, you feel a little bit ashamed about what you've just watched.
A little bit ashamed of what you just watched.
A little bit ashamed about what you just watched.
This could be just ranging from mediocre acting to child porn, so you probably need to be a bit more specific.
Basically, you're ashamed of what you've just watched, Ryan. Whether it be the type. For example, I'll give you an example. You know the image I sent to you? Well, my mate sent. For example, say you'd wanked over that, you'd feel ashamed of it afterwards.
Nay.
Nay. I mean, I've had one experience with that.
Isn't that when it was flitted to the mum?
No, that's something no one can help on. That's just one of those things. No, my experience was I was, you know, I'll say it. We're all men here. Right? I was deep in motion, if you will.
Okay. Oh, lost the document.
Right. I think there was like 2 women on screen, something like that. Right. One of them was just getting like throat fucked, basically. Yeah. And just as a busting up, just like seconds before, she just throws up.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh no. And it's like, what if I just, I was like, oh no. I didn't know it was coming, you know what I mean?
Well, you found out in the end it was, didn't you?
I was, anyway. And here's one, which I'll straight away right now. For this one here, the one I'm about to read out, not the one I've just read out. So the last one as well, I'm straight away, I'm saying yay. Okay. I was nay for the last one, this one, yay. And this one here, it's got a little thing underneath it, and this one here applies for around 90% of men. Right? Okay. Except, and here's the bit as well, which really kicks you, less than 15% would actually admit it.
Yeah.
Right? And that is in a relationship, wanting, not, you know, high sex or anything like that. They just want to be able to share and like share their emotions without being judged by the other half.
Yeah.
And I'm just, and that is something there which hits home, because let's be honest, say you're in a relationship, right? And to figure out, say you're lying on, say you're sitting on the settee watching the football, right? Okay. The game's finished, you know, your missus wanders in, whacks on Coronation Street, sits next to you, puts her feet on the settee, puts her head on your lap. No, but you know, she puts her head on your lap and she kills up, right? She had a stressful day at work, she kills up on you. That there is a normal thing for, you know, that's normal for a woman, isn't it, you know? But okay, if a man has had a stressful day at work, he sits down next to his missus, you know, watching Coronation Street, he, you know, kills up, puts his head on her lap, kills up next to her. She, you know, there's a high chance she'd judge him for that. She'd be like, "What the fuck's he doing?" And it's like, it's the way that shit goes 2 ways for me. I'm like, I mean, come on. Just because we're men doesn't mean we haven't got fucking like emotions and shit.
Oh, apparently not, no.
But yeah, so I say that's definitely a yay for me. I'm guessing you said yay, you had, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Oh no, what happened, Ryan? Oh, I can't buy it back.
He's just lying between the wall. Oh no. He's just lying there.
That's it. It's one of them.
Here's the thing I want to ask you, DC, and it involves the recent pandemic.
Okay.
Just let me obviously get through what I want to get through.
Okay. Oh no. I mean, I want to see if you can even see me there.
I mean, I'm not even aware that's.
When I ran in the bush, you couldn't even see me. We were just randomly shooting at the bush. I mean, that's brilliant.
What was I saying? Yeah, your name. Would our world right now, after the 4 months of lockdown, be back to normal? No face masks, anything, no fear. If the news, you know, like ITV, BBC weren't scaremongering, would we be back to normality quicker by now? Yeah, or nay?
Ooh, I mean, I'm a little bit yes and a little bit no. I think, would we be back to normal? No.
Would we be closer to normal?
Yes, closer, I'd have to say we would be. Because, I mean, for me, for example, alright, and when it first started, I was like...
You were shaking a bit, weren't you?
Yeah, because I had pneumonia. And how it was reported, first of all, was like, if you get COVID, your lungs are going to be fucking raped. You know, you're going to get shanked. I mean, oh, fuck, come on, fuck. Okay then. But yeah, so, yeah, 100%, because I'm lagging as well and I can't be arsed. So that's it. I was like, okay, I really don't want to go, but now, I'm like...
You quarantined yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't want to go quarantine anyway. So I was just like, no, not this, this isn't for me. But, say, now, I'm like, I mean, it's still bad and people still dying, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's as bad as it's been reported.
So, have they pushed the narrative a bit then that we are still
I mean, look, it's still bad,
prime.
but it's definitely the peak's over. I definitely would say that now, and I think
talking about a second wave, aren't they, in the winter?
I mean, there is a chance of that, of course there is, but I think right now it's one of them things right now where yes, we still have to take precautions, but at the same time,
well, people don't want to be locked away for the rest of their lives, do they?
No.
People, I hate people that just sit on Twitter and go, wow, people like me and you would go out to the pub and they'll go, wow, you should be inside because you're going out and spreading corona. It's like, okay, if you want to sit inside and spend the rest of your life inside locked up, then you do that, but the rest of us want to get back to normal.
And that's it, like, when you go shopping, you wear a mask. You do. Okay, you can't in a pub or a restaurant, but yeah, it's one of them things where I just... Yeah, it's. I think the government have definitely.
The government have screwed it over.
Yeah, they have. And now here's a subject. Now we are on stream, Ryan. Don't forget that. So you're gonna have to be a little bit careful of how you word some of your stuff because you will be viciously and possibly sexually attacked for what you're gonna say. One thing I think we've not had a proper discussion on, right, is the BLM movement.
Okay.
Now this is. I'm gonna make a statement straight away, right. There's 3 types of BLM movement people. There's the people who say, look, the black people are being treated with less respect and dignity as the white people are. We want it to be changed. We want equal rights, equal dignity. Yeah, they want equality. For them people, I say, fair enough. You know what? I agree.
That's what the is.
You then have other people who are saying, well, all the police are bad. All the whites are racist. Only black lives matter. I slightly less agree. Then you have the people who decide to block roads, smash cars, smash up shops and go, yeah, I'm just protesting. Yeah, I mean, there's a video I saw, Ryan.
The thing is though, this BLM thing is based off an act of violence, and what are they doing?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, in fact, I'm actually going to send you this now, because by the time it actually sends through, Ryan, this will be very interesting for you to see, because I feel this might actually be an interesting one for you. But I saw a video, a different one to what I'm sending you, by the way, and this person, or these people I should say, sorry, were blocking this road, right? Blocking the road, which straight away is something you shouldn't be doing, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be. So a police car was going to drive down the road, right? Those police officers didn't go and kill someone, they're just doing their job. So these protesters get in front of the police car and not let them pass, right? So straight away disrupting law enforcement. One individual takes his skateboard and tries to smash even attempted murder, if you want to stretch it that far, or at the very least aggravated assault. So the police officer grabs him and takes him to the ground. His other officer comes over, tries to put handcuffs on him, arresting someone for vandalism and assault. 3 protesters come, try and grab the police off of the man and try and free that bloke.
Yeah.
It's like he's a criminal at this point, being the wrong. But he's trying to smash up a police car and hit a person. No, he didn't even take the word police out of it. He's tried to break someone's car and hit someone on the head with a skateboard.
Absolutely.
Whether it's a policeman or not.
Damage to property, isn't
it?
Yeah.
And another one, I don't know if you've heard.
He's hiding behind BLM as well.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard, Ryan, but his 5-year-old lad was on his bicycle in his front garden in America, riding his bicycle. A black man with a gun walked up behind him, shot him in the back of the head. 5-year-old kid, shot him in the back of the head. Didn't even make the news. Didn't even make the news.
Roles reversed though.
Oh, roles reversed.
We'd still be hearing about it to this day.
And here's the thing, right? A black man got shot in the back 7 times, right? Who had a knife on him and was reaching in his car for something. That's made the news, and they're putting as the police are racist. Yet
they're pinning it on the police, though.
Yeah. And yet, so we'll take it in. The boy was shot in the back of the head. This black person was shot in the back. So they both got shot from behind. We can agree with that, right?
Yeah.
We know for 100% fact that 5-year-old kid was unarmed.
Absolutely.
The other person, the black male who got shot, had warrants out for his arrest for assault, vandalism. He had warrants out for his arrest, and he had a deadly weapon on him, and he was reaching for something in his car. and resisted arrest. So straight away you can go, well, you've got to say that, and also one of them's a 5-year-old child, for fuck's sake.
Of course.
And I saw on TikTok, which I can't believe I'm saying TikTok here, but a black person on TikTok, Ryan, do you know what he said?
No.
He said it's fucking stupid that every time a black person even just gets looked at funny now, it's making the news, and yet a 5-year-old lad's dead. He said, fuck that. He said, parents having to bury their 5-year-old child, and it's not even made the news. Nobody gives it. There'll be no riots, there'll be no protests, there'll be no justice for. His name hasn't even been mentioned. There'll be no justice for so and so. There'll be no fucking, outrage because of that. Nothing.
And I'll tell you something as well. That black man who murdered that 5-year-old's probably known to the system as well. And he's just been allowed to get out scot-free. Yeah,
and also, Ryan, he'll probably just say, "Oh, I was protesting.
Because it's murder.
Hey, I think you've just got something now, Ryan, on Snapchat. I'd like you to have a look at this video, right, with volume, and then tell me if this changes your mind on the George Floyd incident.
Okay.
Zoom in closer and closer to George Floyd, and take a look at what is on his tongue. A little white spot. A little white spot on George Floyd's tongue. According to the defense, this may be the most important piece of evidence in the entire case. Let me explain. One of the attorneys for one of the former officers accused in the murder of George Floyd, the attorney for Thomas Lane, has filed papers and says that little white spot on George Floyd's tongue is fentanyl. Fentanyl, which he ingested at the time he was approached by police. He says that little white spot is on his tongue. In this part of the video, he turns his head and it's gone. But take a look at it. The defense is saying this is 2 milligrams of fentanyl.
Oh.
And the coroner report from George Floyd's death that he died of a heart attack. So it looks like here, Ryan, he may have died of an overdose.
Oh. Oh, God.
Indeed. And there was other body cam footage released, Ryan.
That actually killed him, did it?
That's the thing. That may have killed. That may have the knee on the neck definitely didn't help, but the fentanyl may have been the leading thing, because other body cam footage shown, Ryan, that before the police had even grabbed hold of him, do you know he was screaming?
No.
I can't breathe.
Oh yeah.
When the police were grabbing hold of him, he was resisting arrest. People around him, black people may I add, were saying to him, stop resisting arrest, stop resisting arrest. When they went to put him in the back of the car, he said, I can't go in there, I don't feel it, I'm claustrophobic, I can't go in there, put me on the floor. They put him on the floor, he tried to get up, knee on the neck. So, from that evidence there, what people are thinking, right, is he's taken this fentanyl, that's why he's saying he couldn't breathe before they'd even grabbed hold of him. That's why he was having a panic attack and saying he was claustrophobic and couldn't go in the car resisting arrest. So the question would be, if he hadn't had drugs on his person, if he hadn't have taken those drugs to hide from the police, would he have, if he hadn't done that, would he have just been put in the back of a police car and driven away?
That's interesting, isn't it?
And then if that happened, we wouldn't have riots, we wouldn't have protests, we wouldn't have any of that. It does make you think.
No, I'm guessing that bit of fentanyl has not made one bit of news.
No, that doesn't matter, Ron, because that doesn't show that police are horrible, so it doesn't matter.
No.
That doesn't show that white man bad, blue man bad. Doesn't matter. That doesn't. But again, it just shows that, like.
Well, even if it was pinned on the fentanyl, you know, proper hardcore people aren't clueless. Say, well, the fentanyl was white, so the white man still killed him.
So, I mean, some of them would just say it was just a paracetamol. Guarantee you. I mean, where do you stand on this? The Black Lives Matter movement. Where do you stand in the whole scenario?
Sorry, right.
Hang on, yo, chill, boy. That's on stream. I mean, that is on stream. Man. You're fucked there, mate. Great, well done. I gave you warning before this. I gave you warning before this, my man. Like, his name's Ryan Freeman. I'm Joseph Deasy. It was Ryan Freeman that said it. Joseph Deasy's in the clear.
Yeah. Oh my hand up. Where do I stand in it? Well, George Floyd was a known criminal, known to the system, wasn't he?
He was.
He obviously wasn't a good person.
He was not.
Obviously assaulted his old girlfriend, or reports are saying, or...
Correct.
Obviously he won't be winning any Nobel Peace Prizes. In his
No.
What would it be? What, did he deserve to die in the end? No.
Correct.
Anyone really does.
Well, the bloke that shot the kid probably does.
I think he probably deserves to rot in prison.
Fucking electric chair for me.
Easy way out.
Hang the cunt.
To be fair, I think the only possible way if you're going to kill someone, that is torture, and I'd fully back that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm with you there, mate.
I don't know if hanging is kind of.
I say bring back public executions. That's what I think.
And the problem with that is that, you know, the reason this country sparked it about 100 years ago was because of wrong evidence, and they found out they killed the wrong person. I think
no, in America, they have them in America, don't they? Execution. I say bring them public again.
Well, live on BBC News.
Live on Sky Sports, and we're live. He won't be in shortly though. Just have a comedian for the warm-up act, you know, have a comedian on, have a juggler, magician, and for your finale, it's John! You know, he comes walking on, wave to the audience, and for his last show, the last hurrah, it's John! John the Axeman! You know, John comes on, claps to the audience, waves to them, stands there at the gallows, you know what I mean, puts his head in the noose and goes, oh, well, I love hanging out with you guys. I don't know. I've got plenty of puns, boys. I've got plenty of puns. It's fine.
They get better.
Yeah. I'll have one final drink. I better neck it. Thank you very much. But yeah, so it's like the black man, right, that walked into a laundrette, hacked a woman to death with a machete.
Oh, you told me about that yesterday.
Yeah. That barely made the fucking news. And protests were pissed off at the police for manhandling him. Man's just gone and killed, I think he killed 2 people in the end. Why are you trying to protect him?
Yeah, that's it.
Like, my man's a murderer, and your response is, yeah, but he doesn't deserve this. Yes, he does. He deserves to be slapped about. He deserves to be beaten, white or black. If you go and do shit like that, you just deserve to be fucking beaten the shit out of.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine, Ryan, walking up behind a 5-year-old kid, shooting him in the back of the head, and people, not just that, but then people fucking defending you.
Oh, how can you defend that? You're defending the indefendable now, I think.
Yeah, mate, I couldn't say about myself, defending the indefendable. I mean, how can as a human being, can you defend that? Oh, because he's black, that means we must defend him. No. Black Lives Matter means black people should be treated equally as white people. Doesn't mean they can get away with fucking murder.
No, it doesn't.
You know, that's not how this shit goes.
That's not how the world works, or shouldn't work.
No, it shouldn't work. Unfortunately, it does work like that. But, you know, that's just because... I mean...
I just say I really fear where this country's going to be in 10 years' time.
Yeah, in 10 years' time. I mean, that's another subject I think we should... We'll move off the BLM movement now then, Ryan, after you've made your horrendous joke. Dark comedy, I think, is a thing. Obviously, you know Harry from the Sidemen?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen why he's been getting in trouble lately?
He made a joke about something, didn't he?
Well, he made a joke about the real men don't rape, must have been a ghost thing. But they've been digging up old tweets of his. Would you like me to read out some of the tweets, Ryan?
Yeah, I would.
He congratulated KSI, I think, on reaching 100 mil, reaching like 100 mil views. He congratulated KSI. Would you like to know how he spelled congratulations?
No. Oh yes. Sorry, I would like to know.
C-double-O-N is how he started it off.
C-double. Coon, okay.
He spelled it congratulations.
And do you know how I view that?
What?
I view that as a laugh between 2 friends.
There we go. He said
they know each other's personalities and know the limits. He
tweeted to Toby. I said, "Have you got any coins?" Right. It's 2016. That's when he was about 16 years of age, mind you, I think, or 2016, something like that. So that's a joke between a couple of friends who he's clearly saying in a joking manner. He's not making a racial statement. You know, if anyone knows him, that's his thing. Dark, you know, not dark humour, but, you know, those kind of jokes.
Yeah.
I know you got people trying to cancel him for it.
Nah, not.
It's like no. For me, it's a no, and for that reason, I'm out. But I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I say some pretty horrendously dark jokes. I think we can admit that. No, I mean, you've got 9/11 jokes, Grenfell Tower jokes. I don't discriminate between race or fucking anything. No. If there's something, I'll attack it. I will fucking even my own shit. You know, self-deprecation. I take the piss out of the Irish. I'll take the piss out of my own mental health. Oh, self-deprecation. I'll make dark jokes, and I think dark humour is there to be laughed at. You take a horrible dark, I can't remember which comedian said it, Ryan, but he said, and I kind of agree with him, you take a dark and horrendous situation, for example like 9/11, which was a horrendous tragedy, you know, it was, then you twist it and make people laugh. So you take something really dark and something that someone feels sad about and make them laugh. You turn sadness into laughter. You cheer people up. Okay, it's not for everyone, but for example, what's that comedian? The fucking Jimmy Carr, right?
Oh yeah.
If you're offended easily, you don't go and see Jimmy Carr.
No, you don't.
If you're easily offended, you don't go and see Frankie Boyle.
No, you don't.
If you're someone who just wants the old, you know, oh, my brother had a wank joke, or oh, you know, oh, look at that, it's a bin joke, you go and see Russell Howard or fucking Michael McIntyre.
Oh, you do, yeah.
You know, or Lee Evans. Not even Lee Evans. Like Lee Evans, I think I used to watch Michael McIntyre, right? Until every single one of his jokes turn out to be the exact same thing on fucking repeat. You know, oh, I have a drawer. I have 17 different things in my drawer. What they for? Okay, mate. Yeah, that was fun in 2014. Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah.
And it's kind of or Russell Howard. You know, the last fucking when I was watching Russell Howard last time I watched like 4 of his the Russell Howard hour. Half of them are him just attacking Boris Johnson, and to start off with, you're laughing because he's making jokes about Johnson. Then I stepped back and went, he just doesn't like Johnson. He's just trying to put a political view across here.
Yeah.
Because he's not just making it, but he's going, oh, who would vote for him? Don't vote for him. Don't vote for him. Who vote for somebody else? And it's like, well, hang on a minute, mate. Where's the Jeremy Corbyn jokes then? Where's the joke about Jeremy Corbyn? Because he's done some fucking weird shit. He was walking about in fucking Jesus sandals for once. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, come on.
Dodgy,
there's plenty of jokes about him you could make. Where were they? You know, don't vote for Johnson, look at his hair. Don't vote for Johnson, he was in the primary school. Don't vote for Johnson, don't vote for Johnson. And it's just like, mate, you're just pushing. Yeah, you're just pushing a political agenda across. And when I come to watch a comedy show, I'm not there for fucking political fucking lesson, dickhead.
I think that's rule number 1 of comedy, don't bring politics into it.
Oh, you can bring politics in if you're making fair jokes. But if you went Boris Johnson joke, Jeremy Corbyn joke, David Cameron joke, fucking Lib Dem joke, Tory joke, UKIP joke. Yeah, if you make jokes about more, but when you just, for like 5 episodes, this is also, Ryan, leading up to the election.
Oh, okay.
And he was like 5 episodes in a row, he just, for about 10-15 minutes, would just take the piss out of Johnson and the Tories. And it's like...
turn their head towards that as well.
Yeah, and it's just, I'm just like, well, at this point, mate, you're literally just trying to push a political agenda across before the election. Like, you're not really making jokes. Because half the things weren't even funny. You go, I can't believe you'd vote for Boris Johnson, the fat blokey with bad hair. It's like... It's like, okay, where's the punch? That was the punchline. Punch and Judy have fucking got better comedy than this, mate. Come on, keep up. I mean, and it's just like, Then you see fucking Jimmy Carr, for example, who goes on about, you know, kids being killed by in a car crash, a priest sucking his cock when he was young, him fingering a 16-year-old in a hospital, him snogging a 15-year-old in a hospital, you know, him accidentally shagging his dog, stuff like that. You know, you have fucking Frankie Boyle going about 9... did you hear one of Frankie Boyle's best jokes, Ryan? I think it was on Mock the Week. You know the Olympics have a diving, don't they? Right? Yeah. He was saying, I can't remember the way he went, so-and-so, he was saying it was a difficult dive. That's not a difficult dive. 9/11, now that was a difficult dive. I said, I'd like to see someone there, you know, grabbing their ankles, throwing a few turns on the way down, someone just surfing down with a bit of star on their desk. He went, I thought that as it was happening, it was taking 11 years for it to become acceptable. Class, that joke.
I'm guessing even you, who has no limits, took a step back when you first heard him.
I was in fucking, I'd piss myself. There was piss coming out the end of my cock like a fucking faucet, mate. I was gone.
If he was to say that in today's world, he'd get cancelled straight away.
He'd be done. I mean, I think...
Every career over if he said that today.
Yeah, that's it. You can't say it these days. I mean, there was one, and I'll play it for you now because I'm pretty sure I saved it on my phone. One that... I can't remember his name now. I mean, Ricky Gervais. That's it. There's something that he said.
It was him with the Golden Globe Award, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, he was brilliant at them, I think. But I can't find the video. But he said something along the lines of, he said, cancel culture, he said, one of the most stupid things ever. They dig up things you've said 16, 17 years ago just to try and cancel you in today's world. And it's like, I mean, dark humour, granted, I don't know about you, but I can say, it's not for everyone. Right, there's going to be those people out there who are more sensitive and don't like it. And what would your suggestion be to them?
Don't look at it or don't give it any attention or anything.
If there's a comedian in town, Ryan, say you're in Hinckley right now, that you are. I won't leak you. I won't leak your address. Don't worry. And the Hinckley Theatre, what's that called?
Concordia.
That's in the Concordia. Well done, Ryan. Say there was a comedian there that was, world renowned, an offensive comedian, dark humour. Would you try and get yourself a ticket?
Oh, I'd waddle down, yeah.
Right. Say there was say you hated offensive jokes. You weren't in that kind of, that wasn't for you, and he was there. Would you go and get yourself a ticket then?
Not if I don't like it, no.
Would you then afterwards, Ryan, go onto Twitter, try and find tweets of his, try and find video clips of his, just to watch, retweet and complain about?
I think I've got better things in my life to do than do that.
Funny, because half the cunts haven't.
It's funny though, isn't it? Like, people will find tweets back in 2008, where things they tweeted were acceptable back then, yet they're bringing that into 2020.
And that's it. I mean, like, I went on stage and said that I was dressed as Adolf Hitler, right? There was some noise above, I went, they're in the attic! An unfact joke, right? The audience was all 16 to 20 year old people, Ryan. They were laughing. The teachers, most of them were laughing. I say most of them, some of them. You
got that one Cameron that were just staring at you.
Yeah. I made a feminist joke, right? I said, that's it. I said, anyone here ever had dishwasher problems? Someone, yeah, I have. I went, how do you fix it? He went, oh, how to get a man in? I went, usually, mate, back of the hand works just as good. Exactly, right? That's the kind of comedy I was going for. So this woman stood up, went, disgusted. I went to walk out. So I went, the kitchen's just out there on your right, sweetheart. Just on your right, yeah? So straight away, when I go for my second act, people know what kind of comedy I do, right? That woman who walked out in the first one bought a ticket, came back. I don't think the tickets were free. She got a ticket and came back, right? So I did actually investigate later. None of her friends were on stage that day. None of her friends were there. So she's come there on her own accord, right? So I go telling my offensive joke. I tell a paedophile joke, one of the women there, she crashed her car a while back, right? And she was driving a car and she crashed it. And she was the driving force, this is the ironic bit, behind putting this little stage play thing on, right? And I went, we've got to give it to her, she was the driving force behind getting us all on stage and doing this. I said, to be fair, last time she was the driving force or something, she wrapped it around a fucking tree. Right? She was chuckling along, everyone was laughing, the same woman I heard go, ugh. And it's like, look, sweetheart, you fucking know what kind of comedy I'm doing, right? Just listen, you know what kind of shit I'm going to be... I'm not going to be one time doing fucking pedo and napty jokes, the next time I'm doing knock-knocks.
No,
my kind of comedy is for the people who are like... I mean, that's the thing, I think, and maybe it's true, right? The people who need to laugh the most, right? They're the people who dark comedy, I think, gets to. Is for.
I love a good laugh. Yeah.
That's it, because for me, I struggle mentally a lot. So when I see something that's supposed to be sad, but twisted in a funny way, that's just me. That's just me. Yeah. And there's thousands of people out there who are like that, like me and you, who just love a dark kind of joke.
Just love a good laugh.
Yeah.
You've given that person who grunted when you made that joke, guessing was there for your first performance, I got a little taste or a little preview or whatever.
She walked out in the first one.
Oh.
That was her who walked out. Yeah, and she came back.
Oh, what? So you were making jokes about Anne Frank and that, and
Yep.
you thought, and sort of waddled back in for your next report, thinking, oh, it's all going to be kittens and rainbows this one then.
That's it. And on the final, right, it was a bit doing skipping, right? You know, and she was sitting there. I looked at her, went, oh, that was good skipping there. I went, to be fair, watching your thing, I want a length of rope, but I'll do something slightly different with it though. Probably to stall as well. A suicide joke, right? For someone who's mentally ill, I love that. I love cracking at the odd suicide joke. They're just. I feel just dangle out there if you dangle, and if you dangle if you want. Anyway, and that's it. Here's a good one for you, Ryan. Right, what hits the ground first, a feather or a depressed kid? A feather. The rope stops the depressed kid hitting the floor.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you very much. You see, and that there for someone like myself or someone else who may be depressed. And that's it. Because you can't do that. People are depressed and we hate that. No, they won't because they know. But that's the kind of thing that a lot of them laugh at, like myself, because you think
that's ones they'll be looking at going, yeah, I like that joke.
Because one, it's relatable, and two, they might be thinking to themselves, they might be sitting there one day thinking about, say, killing themselves, and they hear that and they go, he's got a point, and they laugh, and for that split second, they're laughing. They're not thinking about it; they're laughing. They're just. And but of course, some Karen's going to come along though, Ryan, and say you can't say them jokes.
I think these snowflakes were coming in demanding changes to so-and-so are going to be the reason so many depressed people end up killing themselves. You can't have a laugh in life anymore.
That's it, you can't do anything you want to do.
This world is too PC driven now, which is the saddest thing about
like me and you sitting here having a chat now, Ryan, we talk, let's be honest now, we say, most things we say are borderline...
Let's be honest, if you took a few clips of what we said tonight and played them out to the world, probably over 50% of people will have raised their eyebrow and the other 50% are out there crying on the floor.
Yeah, and the thing is though, if you got 6 Karens in a room and played our thing, guarantee you within 3 days, Ryan, there'd be fucking Justice for Kids signs out. You know what I mean?
So yeah, we'd be getting involved as well, wouldn't we? Asking for signatures and that.
I'll take them on a day trip if you want. Going to Egypt to every private stone. Yeah, like, I'll take him. Where you take him? Epstein's private island. It's like, no, okay. Tough crowd. But that's it. It's like at the end of the day, and I think like one thing I would love to do, Ryan, is comedy.
Oh yeah.
But I go on stage, right? If half the audience is Karens or people who get offended too easily, that's it. You're done out there. And the people who in there are finding the comedy funny won't have the bollocks to laugh because everyone else there will be looking at them then.
Yeah.
And I think there's people like us, who love a good dark joke, who are too scared or too frightened to actually admit it and laugh at it because they're frightened of getting judged.
Here's the thing, when I'm in a big crowd of people and that, and like, people say something controversial, people are too scared to laugh, I think. Yeah,
because they think everyone else will be judging them. Where realistically, half the people there are thinking the same thing as you. If everyone who found it funny laughed, it would be the other people who'd be the ones, left out almost.
Yeah.
But it's like PC is getting mad.
Said, isn't it? Yeah, it's what many people said. If you can't have a life in life, you can't have a laugh in life. What have you got?
Yeah, I mean that's it. Like, let's be honest. Here's the things, Ryan, that are guaranteed in life, right? Shit days.
Yeah.
Shit weeks, months, and years. Taxes. Death.
Yeah.
Losing family members and pets. Deep sadness and depression. They're the things that are guaranteed in life, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's just a fact. Things that aren't guaranteed in life are, no one can guarantee you a nice house, a nice car, a nice family, good money. They're things that you may get, you may not get. They're things you may get when you deserve, you may not get when you do deserve. There's people out there who've worked hard for it, fair. There's people out there who've just got it. There's people out there who've worked hard for it and not got it. But one thing you are guaranteed in life is fucking depression, loss and death. So realistically, if you can just sit there and have a laugh at night, even if it's an hour a night watching a comedy,
that's what I plug. If I'll be honest, Steve, you want me jumping in. If I've had a poor day, right, and I've had a day where I've sat down for the entire day, I'll stick my headphones in and listen to Happy Hour.
Yeah, I listen to Happy Hour podcast, the True Geordie podcast, Stephen Tries.
Yeah.
I just watch. I mean, the amount of times I've binge watched old podcasts of, say, the True Geordie, Happy Hour, Stephen Tries, just to laugh.
Just like, you can't just shut off from the world in a way, don't you, and just listen to the podcast.
Indeed. Now here's the thing. Slightly onto YouTube side of things, Ryan. Right? People who react to videos.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on them?
It's I think I don't know if stealing is the right word. I think it's just taking content from other people and put it in yourself, and you're just reacting to it. I do almost feel like it's stealing content in a way for other people.
What if, say, someone gets, I don't know, say they get their friend to compile a 10-minute, say, load of video clips that, say, amount to about 10 minutes long, and then just to react to, like, funny video clips, so, like, when people react to funny TikToks. Do you think the same kind of thing then?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
For example,
I think it's just a YouTuber reacting to another YouTuber's content, then that's a problem. But I do think if, say, they're reacting to, say, you know, like Kitchen Nightmares, I think like good moments from there or something.
Yeah,
funny things. I don't mind that. I think it depends on what the content is.
Now, I used to think that as well, Ryan. Yeah? Until I had not an epiphany, that's the complete wrong word, it's the only word I can think of then. I had a moment of almost realisation.
Okay.
I think you can tell on your phone, like, the last, like, 20 YouTube videos you've watched. Right? Yeah. Most of them were either, say, like, you know, KSI, for example, you're taking one of his Reddit videos, but most of them were, like, other YouTubers either reacting to funny TikToks, funny clips, or Kitchen Nightmares. And I thought to myself, now, why do I watch them? I thought, the funny clips are funny, and seeing someone else's reaction to them as well is interesting.
Yeah.
Right? And I thought, there's people out there, right, say, me and you, we chat most days, don't we?
Yeah.
Say there's somebody out there who is, you know, massively depressed, barely talks to anyone at all. He watches a reaction video, he's laughing with somebody else watching that video. He kind of feels
like he's with someone else.
Yeah, and even I get that. Like, if I'm watching a video, I'll be laughing, the person who I'm watching react to it's laughing, and you almost feel for a split second like there's two people just watching a video laughing here.
I haven't considered it from that point of view, actually.
And that's why, since I had that thought, I thought, not so much with me, I kind of watch them for the reaction. I want to see their reaction to it. Like, or say there's a music video or a song, for example, that I think, oh, that's a great song, that's a great video. I'll actually search up that song with reaction at the end to see other people's opinions on it.
Yeah.
But I thought some people might watch reaction videos, and that might be the most they get to feel like they're part of something, or the most they feel like they're a friend or with someone. Some of the podcast, you know, say when the True Geordies there chatting, or when they do their True News, they're talking to you a lot more. And I just think to myself, damn, like that could be their, you know, 10, 20, 30 minutes of having someone in their life. And when you think of it like that, you think, you know what, I kind of feel, okay, the reaction videos, I'll let them slide. And they could help people out quite a lot.
Oh, that's an interesting point. There's a question, actually. You know, earlier when you asked, is there a question or something you want to get off your chest? When tell me what you want. Is enough being done for people with mental health issues?
No,
I would agree with that.
And I'll go out on a limb. I'm not even going out on a limb. I'll go on a fucking statement here. There's even less being done about men's mental health.
That's true. Have you seen that meme or not? I don't even want to say meme because it's quite serious for
discussion. The fucking
of a picture of a man with one microphone saying men's depression, female depression, and the right has got a million microphones next to him. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh no, no, not at all, mate. I was thinking the one where Will Smith was crying when he was letting go his emotions, and everyone turned that into a meme.
That's yeah.
I mean, look, I can see the side of it where, okay, yeah, you're having a joke about. You know, here's the thing, if you're using it as a joke, again, it's a one of those, because I refuse to say any jokes too far, because look, the things I say, I'm not one who can say a joke's too far, right? But here's the thing, like, a joke. There's difference between a joke. And taking attacking something or someone, and there's a very thin line. Don't get me wrong, it's a paper thin line, right? You can say something, and you know it's a joke, and you can change either a word inside of the sentence, and it's the joke's disappeared, and it's a personal attack. The Will Smith meme, when people are using it, is like, you know, pain. You can kind of go, okay, I see what they're portraying.
Yeah.
They're saying, look, this is how I'm feeling right now, bollocks, and I understand that, fair enough. But then you have people going, but if you're laughing at Will Smith crying. If that's the side you're on, that's the side I disagree with.
His marriage is broken down, which is what the whole thing of it was, isn't it?
If you're going, ha ha, look at that man, he's crying, that's the wrong side. If you're going, oh, that's relatable, that's when I can understand the joke. For example, say someone's put on Twitter, Ryan, I don't know, for example, just got my GCSE results back, all fails. Someone puts that there, going, me when I looked at my results. He's not taking the piss out of Will Smith crying. He's taking the piss out of. He's not taking it. He's just going.
It depends what context you're using.
That's it. If you're in the context of that context is going. This was me when I saw my results. I was upset. That's fine.
And again, can you imagine roles reversed? Imagine if, say, the same thing happened with another couple. Say Khloe Kardashian's crying her eyes out because Kanye West. That's
Kim Kardashian.
That's what I meant. I don't follow the Kardashian. You know what I mean?
No, I just want to once on Pornhub, so I know who she is.
We'll move on. Kim Kardashian's crying her eyes out because Kanye West is broke up with her, right? If she's crying, that's a still image of her crying. Is that being used in the same context as what Will Smith crying has been used as? No. Not
a chance, mate. Not a chance.
No. I mean, taken serious. Can I say a statistic as well? 79% of suicides last year, 79%.
Gender-specific suicide rates.
Gender-specific, 79% bloody male.
Yeah.
15% female, 6% non-binary will be the stats in 10 years' time.
But here's the thing, that's it. Men have a much, much higher suicide rate than women. And do you know why that is, Ryan?
Because it's not taken serious enough.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, but it's not just that. Say there's a partner. Say there's a two people together, right? She's crying, right? Yeah. Do you know what the man does? It's okay, sweetheart. Come here, arm over the shoulder. Look, it's going to be okay. Come on, it's fine, right? If there's a woman on the street crying, right? Every single woman will be running to her at 90 miles an hour. It's okay. Come on, you know, we'll get a drink. It'll be fine, right? If there's a bloke crying on that street, everyone walks past, sniggers, and that was, by the way, before anyone tries to say I'm racist, sniggers, it's a fuck off, I'm not racist. Everyone's, you know, laughing, oh, man up. Yeah. It's like, no fam, no.
Here's the thing that I feel quite bad. I think it's almost installed in all of it, because I've seen a woman crying on the bench. I'd show more empathy towards that as if I've seen a man, and I feel bad saying that, but I just think that's the way this world's gone. That I'm installed to be thinking if there's a woman crying on the bench, I'm looking more at that than if a male's crying on the bench.
I mean, I personally don't, but I could see why you say that.
I'd still go over to the man and go, what's going on here then? Other than to the woman, but I'd be looking at the woman more concerned for some reason. And that's not based off my view, that's just a thing that I'd be going through my head.
What's been installed into you?
Yeah.
It's been installed into you. If a woman's crying, distress, help him. If a man's crying, man up, bottle it in. You know. And here's another thing as well, which I think... Oh, no, I'll finish off this first before I get onto it, because there's a whole other story here, Ryan, and it's absolutely disgusting to see what's going on. Women are ruining their own lives without even fucking knowing it. Right, but... I know here's the thing, right? Say you just... You know what? I'll use an example, Ryan, which I could 100... Now, everything I'm about to say here is 100% fact, right? Do you know how I know it's 100% fact, Ryan?
What's that?
Because I'm going to just talk about myself. So I know whether it's true or not, because it's me. I kind of know myself, I think.
Yeah.
So, say for example, I'm really upset. Say I'm really depressed, really down on a day. I feel like there's very little people I can say anything to. Because the older generation, and I don't blame them, because they were, let's be honest, say for example, our parents, for example, Ryan, yeah? They were brought up in the generation of, if a man's crying, fuck off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You fucking bottle it up, you fucking keep your emotions in, you go to the pub, you have 8 drinks, you punch a wall, that's your relief, fuck off. I can't blame them. That's been installed in them, and we need to now change the generation, change it up, and go. Okay, that bloke over there is crying. He's upset just as much as a woman is. You know,
that's it.
A breakup in a relationship will be just as hard on him as it will on her. Harder in some scenarios. He should be allowed to show the emotion. You know, for example, I have days where I'm just super depressed, and I'm like, well, who do I talk to? Because, let's be honest, most people are just going to be fucking man up. You know, fucking...
I wouldn't have that.
No, you wouldn't, because we're in the same generation. You know, you're a good friend of mine. You've grown up with it, kind of, you know, you kind of like, with the, oh, hang on, we should be a little bit more, you know, supporting of all. But you get someone who's, say, 28, 30 years of age, Ryan, they're going to be in the mindset of, no, you can't be. You can't show emotion. You can't do that. And
I've seen a video. I've seen a video online once of a few years ago of a man crying on a bench, and a person walked past and shouted, "Oh, you puffed up."
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And that's why the suicide rate for men is higher, because
I just took a look. Sorry, at the 2019 figures. Guess what percentage were male last year?
I'm saying at least 60%.
I was stabbing the dot 60. It's 84.
84. Originally I was going to say 75, but I thought it can't be that high. 84, man. Out of every 100 suicides, 84 is a male.
It's crazy. That is crazy.
It should be 0. 0 suicides in general.
There's more help today than there was, say, 15 odd years ago.
But it's still nowhere near enough. No, it's not. I mean, let's be honest, there should be 0 suicides at all.
Amongst men, and the science in today. I know you've got antidepressants and things like that, but it's not enough.
It's not. And here's the thing, for example, as I said, if I say, like, for example, right, on a day I'm depressed, Ryan, yeah, say the old generation, say we're going to say 30 and above for now, because that's kind of where I see the line being. They're the generation of man up, fucking bottle it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you can't say anything to them, and then you keep it to yourself. Then in your head it's bottle it in, bottle it in, bottle it in. And then the younger generation, you don't speak to them about your emotion depression because you're bottling it in. So then when they have it, and the cycle goes on and on, the cycle will continue. And you see as well now, if a woman is even slightly down, she's got 8 or 9 of her friends around her.
Yeah.
And she's not being fucking allowed on her own. You know, she's having drinks, wine, fucking watching films, going out for the night. You know, they'll sack off the entire week. And that's good for them. You get a bloke depressed, he might have 2 friends of his who say anything to him. One of them will just say, "Nah, never mind, mate. You know, you'll get over it." And the other one might go and have a beer with him. That's all you'll get.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, all 8 men will be feeling really sorry for him, Ryan, but they don't know how to show it. They're too scared to show it.
As well, that I've just had a look at as well.
Go on.
320,000 pounds was invested into mental health UK last year, yet 7 million was invested into illegal immigrants claiming benefits over the last 10 years.
I mean, like, it's ridiculous country. I mean, so here's the thing, Ryan, right? And I'm going to make a statement here, and at the end of my statement, Ryan, you tell me whether or not I'm correct or not. So, I'm 19 years of age, been living in this country for 19 years, right? I've just left college in the pandemic, looking for a job, depressed. I've got less chance of getting any help than someone who's just run away from their country, smuggled himself onto 3 lorries, sailed across the channel on a boat, snuck into this country. They're going to get more help than I will.
They're black and got a story to tell.
Yeah.
They're going to get the sympathy vote in an interview.
That's it. That is it.
No qualifications needed.
No, not even the government will give them some help.
I
mean, and here's the thing, mental health as well, Ryan, let's be honest. I think, yes or no, somebody needs to get hold of this generation now, say the 20s and below, and just say, listen, right, it's an open fucking book now.
Yeah.
No more fucking bottling it in.
We need to have a local landline number to call up people who are having issues.
I mean, yeah, you've got suicide awareness, but the issue with them is the way they talk to you.
That's intimidating. Just
I rang them once, and I felt more suicidal when I hung up. That's not even a joke.
Didn't you call them? I don't want to say as a prank call. You just called them up
I
to see
just
what it
called
was
them,
all
yeah,
about, didn't you?
because I was feeling a bit down, so I decided, you know what, I don't feel like I need one, but I want to know what it's like. I want to experience it a little bit, because if I ever do need to call them, I want to know that I can rely on them. I can't rely on them.
No.
I
No,
mean,
you can't.
I
There are
literally.
volunteers though, people on suicide hotlines.
I know, and I feel sorry for them, but it's the way they get trained. It's just not their fault. But here's the thing: you ring them up, and they go, "Hello there, my name's John. How are you today?" It's like, yeah, I'm not great.
You can't be upbeat, but that's not helping, is it? It's the tone.
It's the tone. It's like they're almost talking not down to you, but
babying you.
Yes, babying you. I couldn't have said it better. You know, oh, it's okay. Come on then. And it's like, look, you just want to be spoken to as a fucking human being.
Yeah,
you know, you want to ring up and go, hello then, how are you today? Oh, I'm not great myself. You know, I'm really upset. Yeah, it's alright, mate. You know, you just want to be talked like a fucking human.
Yeah, that's
you know, like if you meet a bloke on the street, you're just going to talk to him like me and you were talking. You're going, oh, how are you today? It's the tone of voice, and it makes you feel worse.
Yeah.
Because then
you're not going to be intimidated, do you?
No, but and you're being made to feel inferior and almost belittled. And it's not working at all. It's nowhere near working. But I generally think someone needs to get hold of this fucking generation and be like, listen, right, so this fucking mental shit, it's an open book. Like, bottling it in and keeping it to yourself isn't fucking going to do anything. That's just going to fuck you up and fuck the next generation up as well.
That's it.
You know, and also if you're going to take the piss out of someone expressing their feelings, I mean, the amount of women as well, right, who will cry and bitch at a bloke calling them fat, or will cry and bitch about a bloke saying your hair's not looking good, but then will mock a man for admitting his feelings, who will fucking shit on a bloke with all of her friends for a bloke admitting he's got feelings, or admitting he's down, or admitting he's sad, or shedding a fucking tear.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
And it's like,
thinking about the generation we live in as well.
And there's another thing. You know how you said if you saw a woman on a bench and a man crying on a bench, you'd approach them the same. I'm now, and I won't lie to you, Ryan. If I saw a woman crying on a bench, I wouldn't go near her. Do you know why?
Really? What's that?
I go near her. Another woman sees me sitting near her, crying, sexual harassment, yada yada yada, yada yada. Right now, it's like the woman, right, who a bloke literally said hello to her. She's first straight away said, I have pepper spray, and then complains that men don't approach her. A man did approach you. You threatened to fucking blind him.
Yeah.
That's probably why. Let's be honest, right now, Ryan. You're sitting in a bar, yeah. You're there sitting in a bar on your own. There's a woman sitting 2 tables down on her own. She's been there for 10-15 minutes, and you know she's not got any friends, no one waiting for her. She's not waiting for anyone. Would you go and approach her?
You'd go over and speak, wouldn't you?
But then
sing on her own, just.
But then think about it, Ryan. Yeah. Last time, say last time you did that, you went and said hello to her. She went, excuse me, who do you think you are? And then made a big scene about it, you know. And then went, are you trying to sexually harass me?
You're not going to approach, are you?
No. Say you said to a woman, say you're standing at the bus stop, you know, woman standing there next to you, go, oh, you know, oh, you've got nice hair. Sexual harassment.
Yeah.
And it's like,
no, mate, no, it's a compliment.
Yeah, but if they go sexual harassment, are you going to compliment a woman next time you see him? Are you going to approach him? No, you're going to be like, you're scared of them accusing you of fucking rape.
Yeah.
I mean, women always say, oh, you're just sexualising women. Question for you, Ryan. Right, which one would you rather? You have 2 women standing in front of you, yeah? You have to date one of them for 6 months. Woman number A has got a fairly small tits, fairly small arse, great personality, someone you can talk to, get along with, you know, share your feelings with, someone who you can generally have a great conversation with, really emotionally connect with. Woman number B, great tits, great arse, dumb blonde, someone who's just, listen, you're here for me. Which one would you rather spend the time with?
It's the easiest question I've ever been asked. Of course, it's A.
Exactly, Ryan. And here's the thing, you know when Cristiano he runs, and the women go, oh, look at his abs, oh, he's muscly, isn't he? Right? Then you have a woman walking down the street, and the bloke goes, oh, look at her ass. Which one of them, Ryan, is inappropriate?
Which one's inappropriate? Well, Which one's
There isn't an answer, that's it, neither. That's it!
Yeah,
there isn't
yeah.
neither.
Yeah.
But according to women, Ryan, you look at a woman's arse, that's sexual harassment, that's sexualising the female body, that's taking away women's power, that's empowering the male race. A woman looking at a bloke's abs or muscles, oh, I'm just having a bit of fun.
Oh,
You know,
man.
a woman's in the gym, Ryan, talking to this bloke. She just rubs his abs straight away, just without talking to you, without asking him, just rubs his abs, squeezes muscles. Oh, I'm just having a bit of fun. Imagine a bloke just tapping a woman's arse. That is sexual harassment and attempted rape.
Did you see? There's a Spaniard. There's this TV show. He was walking around the beach, right? He's the host of a show, just walked around in his abs. He was a fitness instructor. And look, this bunch of 4 girls came up to him, right? I said, "Can I touch your abs?" He went, "Yeah, touch that." Blah blah blah. Nothing. Nobody batted an eyelid.
Yeah.
Right? And then a week later in Spain, this is female host, 25, blonde, whatever, was presenting a show, and a man all he did was come up to her, right, and put his arm around her shoulder and went, "I've got something to add to this story," and everyone's calling for his head saying it's sexual harassment.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, and here's the thing, right, I want to address this, and look, I'm not saying it's all women, because it is a very small minority of them, right, but they're ruining it for the rest of them, because the minority are more often than not the loudest.
Yeah.
You could have 100 women who just go, "Yeah, okay, cool, you looked at a woman's arse, that's okay, cool." You can have 6 that say it's outrageous, they're louder than the others, because no one's out there defending it publicly. So the 6 people that are out there aggressively attacking it are the ones seen and heard.
Yeah.
Now, hang on, say you've got a girlfriend, Ryan, yeah? You're walking down the street, a woman walks past with a nice arse, you have a glance. What's that? Is that cheating? Is that no?
No, it shouldn't be, should it?
Say you're walking down the street with your girlfriend, hot date, bloke walks past, shirt off, she has a quick look at his abs, would you give a shit?
No.
Wouldn't give a shit. And now, for any women out there, right, and here's something that I think I've publicly said this a few times, 2 women in my college, and it didn't go down well. One of them came up to me, because I made a few sexist jokes, and, "Oh, why do you think it's okay then for men to look at women's arses if they've got a girlfriend?" Do you know what my question to that was, Ryan?
Yeah.
Because aesthetically looking things, right, doesn't mean you fucking want them, right? For example, Ryan, Lamborghinis look really nice, don't they? I wouldn't want one. Do you know why?
What's that?
Impractical. I don't really like. They look nice, but I don't like them. I'd have a Ferrari because they look nice, and I also like the car. You see the difference there? I like the look at both of them, but I actually like the Ferrari because of the interior, the way it drives, the way it handles. Yeah. So, for example, you can, and they look different. Say there's 2 women, my girlfriend, as I say for example, smaller tits, smaller arse, right? I like the look of her, right? Facial features, all features, and personality. Another woman, she's just got bigger tits, big arse. Aesthetically, yeah, that's quite nice. I'll have a look at it. Doesn't mean I want it. You know, I walk in the supermarket, aesthetically, oh, that drink there looks quite nice and colourful. Don't fucking want it. Aesthetically, a fucking pina colada looks nice. I wouldn't fucking drink the cunt. I'll stick with me fucking Guinness, thank you very much. Maybe a whiskey, you never know. But that's it, like, aesthetically looking, yeah, okay, we'll have a look, because that's almost built into our nature. It's like, oh, hello, that looks nice. Doesn't mean I want it. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
And do you think that the women that go out there and fucking accuse men of sexual harassment, sexual assault, sexual this, sexual that, for literally saying hello to them, are ruining fucking life, basically?
Oh, they are. And I think, I've always said, I want your opinion.
Okay.
I think you'll agree with me. Should women who falsely accuse men of rape face the same sentence that man would have got if he got convicted?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they just walk away from it because they've got nothing to lose from that situation.
Depends, actually.
Okay.
For example, say she's at a party. Yeah. She spoke to 2 or 3 different blokes. You know, she's not like doing anything, just chatting to. As you do in a party, you mingle. right? She has a few drinks, you know, she's there, plastic cup.
I meant, just to quickly butt in, I meant willingly knew she was lying.
Oh yeah, willingly, yeah. But say she was groped or something, and she didn't know which man it was, then that's a mistake. But if a man just, if a man, you know, just, I mean, for example, this one woman, right, was having sex with a bloke, she accused him of rape, right, went to court, she said, yes, I was shagging him, halfway through I didn't want to anymore, so he raped me from that point on. The court went, did you tell him to stop? She went, well, no. And the court was like, the fucking prosecution bloke looked at her like, fucking, why didn't you tell me this before then, eh? She went, no, I didn't tell him to stop because I thought there was no point at that point, but I didn't want to, I knew I didn't want to, so it's rape. And the court went, no, it isn't. That's not at all.
Just to clarify then, if she said stop and you continued, that's rape, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because from that mean there, the consent is gone. Vice versa. If she's riding you, you say stop, that's when it ends as well.
Yeah.
But here's one for you, Ryan, right? Two people, man and woman, having sex, right? She's riding him, he says stop, she continues till she comes, says 30 seconds later, right? Will anyone, what will women say to that? Nothing.
No, you know anything about that. No. You get laughed at if you tried to put a case forward for that as a man. This man's ploughing his girlfriend. Ploughing? Why did I say ploughing? I
shouldn't have said ploughing. I shouldn't have said ploughing. To be fair, I almost said teabagging, so it could have been worse, I think.
You try to have a sensible conversation and that's what you get.
My mum was getting the Dairy Dunkables out. The Dairy Lion, he was getting out the Dairy Dunkables. The fucking Dairy.
What the hell is this?
I can just imagine now one bloke, she's lying on her back, he goes over and pulls his pants down, get the Dairy Dunkable. I just start dropping him on the forehead. Let's get the Richard T. biscuits out. Let's get the McVitie's out. Whacking out the hobnobs. What's his cock out? Let's get out the penguin bar. And you. As I was saying, right. So yeah, she. When he says stop, right, she continues for 30 seconds, right. He does the exact same thing. He's getting done for rape.
Yeah.
She's not. Because it's different, because it's a woman, and that's wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, is it just me, or is feminism now only wanting things to be equal if it's slightly in less favour of women? If things are favourable for women, they don't care about that.
That's it.
Say you were 7 years of age, Ryan.
Oh God, yeah.
There's still a chance I'd be talking to you on a regular basis. Oh no. But yeah, but say you were 7 years of age, right? And you know, your mum took a frying pan, and just absolutely clocked you in the face with it. Right? And I mean WWE clocked you in, like you're out for a 3 count. You're being pinned, stretched off. You're stretched out the ring, right? At that point then, your dad's like, yo, what the fuck's going on? She gets the fucking frying pan again and clocks in with it, right? She goes to the top rope, jumps off, elbow to the throat. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion has emerged. They get divorced. She'd get you because she's the mother. Even though she's abused you and your father, she'd get you because he's the mother. How's that fair? How's it fair that the abusive one in the relationship gets the child? Oh, she's the mother, she has to have the child. Well, hang on, she's literally just clocked the cunt with a frying pan. Yeah, I know, but she's a mother. But she's clocked him with a frying pan.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. She's got a frying pan, and she's fucking made his face look like a pancake.
Yeah.
Like, my man's got 2 teeth left. Like he's fucking. His name's gonna be Gummy from now on.
That's it.
My man can't have anything but cabbage soup, my man. But it's fine because she's the woman, so it doesn't matter, Ryan. Right? That's how it works in society, isn't it?
They always get the benefit of the doubt, don't
Yeah, it's the woman. Doesn't matter. I mean, how many feminists have you seen fighting for that to be changed?
No, you don't do because it's
no.
So the agenda, does it?
Do you know what the definition of feminism was originally, Ryan?
I'd love to know.
Fighting for the equal treatment of men and women. Equal. And there's two types of feminists. There's the feminists that generally want equality, and there's there's one on TikTok, right? And in fact, you know what, Ryan? I'll go and find her name now.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. But I'll just quickly tell you this way. So anyway, she literally, she advocates for basically men's mental health, and she's on a public basis, is there saying, men need better mental health treatment, abusive women need to be treated the exact same way as abusive men do, thrown out in court, not given the children, yada yada yada. And she gets attacked by other women for saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. There's two types of feminists. There's a feminist that actually says, well, hang on, men deserve more rights than this, we deserve more rights than that. And I agree with that, do you?
Oh, yeah.
But then there's the women who just say, fucking, well, if it benefits us, it doesn't matter.
That's it. That's not what they stood for.
So in conclusion of our wee discussion, the Black Lives Matter protest, if you are peacefully protesting, we have nothing wrong with that, and we completely agree that black people should have the same rights. But if you're burning things, stealing things and assaulting people, that's incorrect. Yeah,
that's it. Using that name as it is trending, and using the trend as the reason to start committing these crimes isn't right. So
that's the conclusion on BLM. Feminism, it should be equality across the board, not just what suits you. That's what we're there.
Remember females had no rights a few years ago, did they? That's why feminism and suffragettes
That's it. And now, if anything, is toppling towards more for the women. So we agree, equality should be equality. We deserve that mental health in general needs a massive reboost and a massive change in how it's dealt with, and men's mental health especially, and men need to be more coaxed out of their shell to be able to actually fucking say what's going on.
Yeah.
Look, I'm saying that, and even still, I'm like, I can't say what the fuck I'm thinking because I can't do that right now. And I'm here saying men need to be able to do it, and I can't fucking say it because I'm too fucking worried about what other people are going to say. And like 90% of things, I don't give a shit what people are going to say. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't care what people are going to say, but even this, I'm like, oh, hang on, that's too far.
You say what you want when you want now, don't you?
Yeah, but even when it comes to my mental health, even then I'm a little bit in the dark because I'm like, I can't fucking say this shit. That's why I think you'll admit, Ron, when I'm fucking pissed out my head, that's when I say a lot, don't I? Because when I'm drunk, my filter's gone. Because right now I have a small filter that goes, it lets pretty much everything out, but every now and again, oh no, we won't let this bit out. But when I'm drunk, that fucker's gone, so even the weird shit creeps out. So in conclusion, we agree with...
All lives matter.
No, I don't know. But Black Lives Matter, but not more than anyone else's. They matter as much as the white people's, the Asians. Yeah. If you're a human being, you deserve the equal rights of every other human being.
Yeah.
Whether you're black, brown, white, purple, yellow, a woman, or some fucking helicopter. I don't know what they identify as anymore. Fucking hell. I mean, I just it makes me laugh on the you can buy a T-shirt that says there's more than two genders.
Yeah.
When you buy it, you have to select male or female fit. I love that. Also, a racist man, Ryan, made £500,000 selling Black Lives Matter T-shirts. That is inhibition.
That is good.
Even though he doesn't believe in it, he's fucking made it. Like, man's got the money. Man's got the money. So in conclusion, paedophilia's, the jury's still out on whether that's good or bad.
That's still out, isn't it?
You rape kids, don't you, Ryan? We'll take that as a maybe, ladies and gentlemen.